If you just want to see yourself out of this Bible study at this point, then by all means. But honestly, a real Bible study is open dialogue for an hour plus. So this is part 3 of our Genesis chapter 2, the last topic, but it's so important. Adam was naming all of the creatures for God, and that is when God had the realization that all of these animals have partners and Adam does not. So he took and made woman from Adam's rib. He did not make her from something separate from Adam. It really goes to show that there's this oneness between man and woman. They are set apart and they have different roles and a different design in God's eyes, but they are equally valuable, and there is a oneness that is meant for them in that marriage union. In the Jewish tradition, there, I guess, is a saying, and I thought this was just a really amazing way to look at it, that God made woman from under man's arm, so he may protect her, and next to his heart, so he may love her. So when woman is made, in the Bible, it actually says a helper comparable. And in the world, constantly, we're trying to say, are man and woman equal to each other, or we're striving for them to be equal to each other. And this is not the most popular opinion, but it's a biblical one. We are equal in value. God views us equal in value, but we are not equal in the roles and the design he has for our lives. So men are really given the responsibility and accountability to lead, and woman to help man lead. Many times in the world, this leads to a sinful understanding in a marriage that women are just like Cinderella, running around doing everything the man tells her to do, and that is not accurate. Not only is a woman in that helper role not inferior at all, because God says time and again, like in Matthew 20, that positions of service are most important in his eyes and most fruitful in his eyes, but also he also goes on to say many times that the number one thing that a leader can do, aka a man in this scenario, is serve. When Jesus walked this earth, the supreme man to ever walk this earth, what did he do the entire time? He served, he served, he served. So again, the way the woman was created out of Adam was to show their oneness, to show they are not the same, they're set apart, but they complement one another. In Bible and Ephesians, that husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. Mistreatment or neglect to their wife is mistreatment and neglect to themselves. They are one body through that marriage union. And this is the last chapter before the fall and the first sin. So I just wanted to touch also that Adam and Eve in this scenario were naked and unashamed. And I think it means not a lot about just like being naked and not caring, but really sin did not exist yet. Sin had not been committed yet. So they really were the only people that could ever stand before God, showing everything and having nothing to be ashamed about. What a concept. God wants that for us.